Hi, fellow Thrivers. It's Jaffe again. Welcome to lucky number 13, episode 13. Wow, can't believe we've actually gotten this far together. But there's a lot of changes going on. And sorry I haven't updated you guys in a while, but as you can see, my new nails. I like them. I like them. The first of many changes that are in store. Also, a little bit different hair going on, and probably some changes in clothes and attitude and a lot of stuff. Oh, get out of here, Munchkin. So, just to update you guys, I had to find another safe place to live. Trust your instincts. Trust but verify. There's something I still need to work on is discernment. It's figuring out who is trustworthy and who is safe and who is not. Because I was in a situation where I thought I was in a safe place, and I thought I had family, and I had people that I was dealing with some changes in my medications, and the people that claimed to be my family couldn't wait to get rid of me because I developed temporary depression because of my medications. Not to mention some heart problems. So if people aren't willing to stick by you through a few weeks of tough stuff, then they're probably not the right people for your family. So, or maybe they're just in a different place in their journey and they're not capable of helping right now. So, I try not to judge. God does not suffer usurpers, in my opinion. If you want to judge and condemn, and I mean, that's your choice. God gives us choice. But if you want to judge and condemn and be judge, jury, and executioner, then you've got some work to do. You've got some work. You've got to talk with God. You've got to know yourself a little better. If you're that unhappy with yourself, it's usually, I find, if I'm unhappy with myself, is when I become more critical of other people. So, I try not to apply that 100% to everyone else, but I know what has happened with me. So, I mean, you can cry for a little while, have a pity party, but I had to put on my big girl panties, so to speak, and do what I gotta do. I gotta take care of myself because nobody else is going to. That's it. This is a hard journey. We are essentially all alone on our own journeys in this life, except for God. He's the only one that sticks with you 100%. He's the only one that you can always trust. So that's the one I lean on, because human beings are only human. So they can't really help us as much as we would like. It's a very dangerous prospect to become dependent on other people. I was raised to be codependent. That's what I thought was normal. That was what was quote unquote normal in my family. is to be codependent. And if you weren't cooperating with the codependence and the rules and all that, then there was something wrong with me because I wasn't cooperating, or I didn't always want to be codependent, or I wanted to be independent. But anyway, I had a rude awakening when I grew up and became sort of an adult and realized what a messed up, those are my words, it's not a technical term, what a messed up childhood I had. I was abused. I was brainwashed. And not to mention sexually abused. It was a rude awakening. I did not know how to be an adult because I was so sheltered. I did not know how to take care of myself. And I had to learn the hard way. I had to learn by doing. Because I had had so much done for me and dictated to me, and I was just completely controlled. So it was a rude awakening, and I'm trying to not repeat the cycle by being the best mom and the best me and the best adult I can be. I have to be able to take care of myself because nobody else is going to do it. You know, you can say, well, I could say, oh, my husband needs to do this for me, and so needs to do this, and these people need to do that, and I can't do blah, blah, blah because of so-and-so. And it's just wrong. It's just wrong. I'm taking responsibility for my own life, my own thoughts, my own actions. And I'm creating the life that I want to live from now on. So, that's my message for today. I've actually been listening to some Tony Robbins and Wayne Dyer, and those have been very helpful for me. And I've been just spending some quiet time just with me and God, me, myself, and I, so to speak. I'm in a truly safe place now. I've had to go through some court issues, and I'm getting things taken care of, getting my family taken care of, because safety is number one priority. Please, 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 if you need to go to a shelter, don't ever put your pride ahead of your health. Don't ever put money or luxury ahead of your health. That was a hard lesson for me to learn too, because I grew up in a very well-to-do family, and I was used to certain things, and when I actually had to take care of myself, I was under the poverty line. I've been poor for several years now, and figuring out how to create what I want now instead. But yeah, it was a rude awakening. I'm trying to save some other people from it. Learn from my mistakes, people. You don't have to go through them to learn from mistakes. You can learn from other people's mistakes. So anyway, it's yeah, it was a rude awakening. I was very spoiled, we'll put it that way. I was spoiled. But no amount of money is worth my mental health, my sanity, my safety, and my emotional health, all that good stuff. No amount of money or luxury or comfort or stuff, material things, they're just not worth it, because you can lose all that. You can't hug a dollar, as one of my mentors used to say, Miss Mary. You can't hug a dollar, and guess what? When you die, you can't take it with you. So if you're going to die tomorrow, are you happy with your life right now? Are you truly happy? Not only with your life, but with yourself and your own decisions. There's a book I want to read. It's about, I think it's the five. Oh, I'm gonna mangle this name because I can't get it right. I can't remember it correctly. But it's basically the 5 biggest regrets of the dying. People who are dying were interviewed, and most of them said the same things, that they regretted not following their calling, following their purpose, the thing that they knew they were supposed to be doing, but were either too afraid or whatever were the excuses or the reasons. They didn't do it, and now that they're dying, that's what they regret. I don't want to die with any regrets. I don't want to live with any regrets. That's even more torture. So, saying screw it. I don't care what people think. I got only one that I want to impress. Guess who that is? It's God. It's not even myself. It's not my child. It's not my family. It's not my therapist. It's not anybody else. That is the one. That's all that matters to me. Well, I used to be really into what other people thought and afraid of other people's opinions, and I think that's a byproduct of being trained to make other people happy as a child. But now I'm training myself to make myself happy, and not so much to make God happy, because God is naturally happy. God is happy, God is love, God is light. And God gave me choice. So why would I choose to suffer? Yuck. Don't want to do that anymore. I choose to be happy. I do. I know. It's a radical idea, isn't it? So radical. Oh my gosh. Make myself happy? What? I mean, you can call me selfish if you want. I mean, it kind of fits, yeah. It kind of fits. But I don't think selfish is a bad word. I don't set out to try to hurt other people. I'm actually probably one of the nicest people you'd ever meet. And I do try to be as much as I can for other people. Because that's part of what makes me happy, is to help others if I can. Because
I missed the bridge.
I missed the bridge? I don't know, buddy. You gotta go find it.
You have to look at that.
All right, I'll look in just a minute, okay? I'm almost done.
I see all the fish in
I see your fishies.
Where's the
But,
body?
I lost my train of thought.
Where's the body? The body.
What was I talking about? Shoot! Shoot! Poop, fart, poop, duty. Dang it. Okay. Yeah, I used to be. Sorry, it took me a second. Had to go through the files in my brain. But I used to be concerned with what other people thought and trying to please other people and making other people happy. That was trained into me as what was important in life, was to make someone else happy. I don't so much believe that anymore. So God gives us gifts and talents and calling, so to speak, whatever you want to call it, for a reason. I want to find out what it is. I want to find out what awesome stuff is in store if I follow my talents. And I want to share my journey with you guys. So some new tools I've developed, not so much developed, but learned, I guess. Legal aid is wonderful. Volunteer lawyers, your local shelter. I mean, whatever your PTSD trigger is. Now, mine happened to be a car accident, but it's cumulative. So that was the last straw, so to speak, was my car accident. I've been abused in several ways and several times for several years before the car accident. So I understand the abuse aspect of it as well. There was a time where I had nightmares about being abused. And actually, I still do. I still have nightmares about that kind of stuff. I don't know that I have nightmares, or I don't remember my nightmares about the car accident. My flashbacks were of the car accident, and it was while I was driving. But flashbacks, panic attacks, whatever you're dealing with, there is a place that is designed to help you. Whether it's a VA for veterans, whether it's a PRP support, find an advocate, because, I mean, you are alone in your journey, but that doesn't mean you can't find people to help you. You have to do the steps on your own. I have had to do the steps on my own, but some of those steps are to find people to help me for a little bit, you know, like an hour. I need an hour of your help today, and that's it. You know, I can't ask somebody to help me 24/7 because it's not possible. I've tried to do that for other people, and that's part of the reason why I broke down. Was I was trying to do too much and not taking care of myself. I was taking care of others first. And it just made life so much more difficult for me. So that's my advice for today, is to, first of all, learn yourself. Know thyself. It is so important. You know yourself. You don't need anyone else. You just don't. You don't. I don't. I mean, you might convince yourself you do, but it's not really true. You might just be scared to be on your own. I mean, I was scared at first too, but once I started to live on my own, oh my gosh, the first time I just had my own house and my own space, and I could set my own schedule and do whatever I wanted. Oh my gosh. I fell in love with the freedom and the happiness. I've never been as happy as I am when I am taking care of myself first. What do they say when you're in the airplane and the oxygen masks fall down? You have to put yours on first before you help put it on your child. You can't help your child if you're dead. Okay, so take care of yourself first. That doesn't mean go overboard with it and only take care of yourself 24/7. But take care of yourself first. Do what you got to do so that you can help other people. Because otherwise, you're not really helping anybody. You're not really helping anybody if you can't take care of yourself. So know yourself, take care of yourself, then take care of other people. Follow the gifts that God has given you. Develop your relationship with God, or whatever you want to call it. Source, light, Buddha, I don't know. There's all kinds of words for it. The word I like is God. And be happy. Try not to have any regrets. Try to fix that now, because you might die in 10 minutes. I'm just saying, you know, what are you waiting for? You waiting for a sign? Here it is. Here's your sign. Hi, take care of yourself, okay? I love you. I'm taking care of me so I can help you. All right, people? Okay. Love you. And happy episode 13. I'll talk to you next time. Bye.